Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Amanda and today I want to share with you why I feel like a new Honda Civic was the perfect car for me. Before all the personal finance people come up and say in the comments like, never buy new cars, try to bear with me through the whole video before maybe sharing your opinion. Before I get started, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and subscribe for more videos like this. Now let's get started. So I wanted to share a bit of background. This is back when I had first graduated from college. I was currently driving a used car, but my parents wanted me to pass that down to one of my younger brothers because I had landed a full-time job, and so I had the means to purchase my own car and build my credit that way. So that's what I did. I was looking at like Hondas and Toyotas because those are typically more reliable cars, but I do admit I was also looking at more luxury, high-end cars like Lexus and BMW. I feel like if you drive something like a BMW, it's like a status symbol, like it shows that you've made it. Of course, I pulled in those higher-end cars into the mix as potential options, even though all I had done is land a full-time job. And it's funny because back then I remember thinking like, oh, I've earned a nice luxury car because I landed a full-time job. Like, I hadn't even started working yet. Like, I can't believe that's actually what I thought. Like, I had actually earned like to drive a really nice car before I'd even started working. It just kind of makes me cringe, but I feel like a lot of people or a lot of recent college graduates might feel the same way. So out of those options, I'm so glad I opted and purchased the Honda Civic. It is obviously really reliable, like most Hondas are, but it's also one of the most affordable cars on the market, or at least it was at that time. So yeah, I'm really glad about that purchase, and I'll kind of go into why in a second. Basically, how I purchased it was my parents put in a couple $1,000 down payment, so thank you mom and dad, for like graduation and my birthday, etc. And then I paid monthly payments for 5 years. I got an interest rate of like either 0% APR or like under 1% APR. So it was really low. I don't quite remember what it was, but the monthly payments were like $250 a month for 5 years, which isn't really too bad. It's like a lot, it's really manageable from a monthly standpoint. And so yeah, that really helped me build my credit. Now let's go into why I feel like this Honda Civic worked well for me. First off, I'm not really a car person. I think there's a difference between like wanting cars as a status symbol versus, and like showing off, versus wanting a car because you like have a deep appreciation and love and interest for a car. I used to be like a person who liked it for status, not anymore, since I've learned more about personal finance. But yeah, so I'm just not really a car person. I don't like dealing with the maintenance. I don't know when to change things unless the car actually tells me. Like, thank goodness my Honda Civic is new enough to tell me like when it needs an oil change or anything like that. So outside of that, like I literally do not know how to really take care of a car except for like vacuum it and stuff like that and wash it. So it being new, it was honestly really nice because I felt just a sense of peace not having to worry about my car or the maintenance too much, besides like oil changes and maybe, you know, tire rotation or whatever, for like the first 5 years. And that's just really great. Whereas a used car, like I feel like things could like happen at any point, and like for me, I just don't know like what the heck to do with it. So I'm really glad I bought new for that purpose. Also, I had a huge commute, or I have had a huge commute ever since I started working. And I could drive up to 2.5 hours in one day from the commute. And so it's just like a lot of driving. I'm racking up the miles, but because it's a Honda Civic, like I don't really care. Like I feel like a Honda Civic is a perfect commuter car because I didn't spend a ton of money on it, because it's not like a status symbol to me or anything like that. Like it's basically like a beater car to me. Like it's hit over 100,000 miles on it. It's got like little dings here and there, but I just like don't care because I didn't splurge and buy like a luxury car. You know, I feel like when you buy a luxury car, you're always like worried about like any tiny little thing happening to it. Also, with such a long commute, having a new car made me feel really safe every time I was driving it for like long distances and road trips and all that. So I just feel like it just gave me like a peace of mind. Also, it was new enough to have a backup camera with it, so I'm really happy about that. I feel like any car with a backup camera is like plus. Now I know what you're probably thinking, especially if you're from like the FIRE community, personal finance world. And I did learn later on that like buying a new car, it depreciates so much once you just drive it out of the dealership lot. And so that's something that I do know now. I don't think I regret this purchase though, because it was like a really affordable car. But I do think I will kind of consider it in the future, like maybe buying a gently used car in the future if I really needed to like upgrade or buy a different car for some reason. Because now it is helpful knowing that cars depreciate so much. Like my car is not worth much at all now, especially since I've driven it so much. So that's, you know, I've learned that. And I think the value that a new car brought, especially at that like point in my life where I was just like entering the real world, you know, like I feel like that was a good time not to have to worry about car stuff and like having to fix things or deal with things on my own because I just had no knowledge or experience in that area. So yeah, to me, I feel like there's kind of some value there. Hope you enjoyed hearing my perspective on buying a new car. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.